When you're feeling down, remember this story. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled among the mountains, there lived a kind man named Ethan. He was known for his gentle heart and his generosity, always helping others, always putting kindness into the world. But deep inside, Ethan often felt a lingering sadness. Joy came to him like sunshine, warm and bright, but it never stayed for long. Some days he smiled, other days he felt completely lost. One morning, a wise old traveler arrived in the village. People called him Elder Sage. He had journeyed across lands, sharing wisdom and helping souls find their way back to purpose. When Ethan heard about him, he didn't waste a moment. He rushed to meet the sage. "Wise one, I try to live a good life. I help people. I do what's right. But the sadness, it keeps returning. Why can't happiness stay?" The sage looked into his eyes with warmth and said, "Come, I want to show you something that may change everything." Together, they climbed a hill until they reached an open field, where a magnificent old tree stood, strong and steady, its branches reaching wide, offering shade and peace to all beneath it. The sage pointed and asked, "Do you see this tree? Do you think it's never faced storms?" Ethan looked and answered, "Of course not. It must have faced harsh winds and rain." The sage nodded, "Exactly. But it didn't fall because its roots run deep. Life will bring you storms, sorrow, confusion, fear. But if you plant deep roots of wisdom, understanding, and patience, you'll stay standing, just like this tree." He paused, then added, "Happiness is like sunlight. Sometimes it shines, sometimes clouds hide it. But the tree, it keeps growing anyway. You must too." Ethan took a breath and asked, "How do I grow deep roots? How do I stay steady when sadness comes?" The sage smiled. "Let me tell you a story." The story of Prince Adrian and the candle. Long ago, there was a young prince named Adrian. He lived in a palace of wonder, golden halls, beautiful gardens, every luxury one could dream of. But every night, he'd sit alone on his balcony, looking at the moon, feeling an emptiness he couldn't explain. One evening, a strange traveler came to the palace with an old wooden box and asked to see the prince. Adrian, intrigued, welcomed him in. The traveler placed the box before him and said, "Inside is the answer to the sadness you feel. But be warned, once you open it, you must follow the instructions exactly." Adrian opened the box. Inside, he found only a single candle. "Take this," the traveler said, "and light it in the darkest room of your palace. Then wait." Adrian did as told. He went into a long-abandoned chamber deep within the palace. When he lit the candle, a warm golden glow spread across the room. But then shadows began to move. Dark shapes twisted and crept across the walls, figures without faces, whispers without voices. Adrian's heart pounded. He wanted to blow the candle out and run, but he remembered the traveler's warning. So he stayed, watched, breathed, and then he saw something. Amid the dancing shadows, there was a small, steady light, calm and unwavering. As he focused on it, his fear began to fade. The shadows didn't leave, but they no longer had power over him. The next morning, he rushed to the traveler. "What were those shadows? And what was that little light?" The traveler replied, "The shadows were your fears, your doubts, your sadness. They grow when you stare at them. But that small light, that was your inner strength. It never left. You just had to notice it." The Boy and the Cave of the Mind. The sage leaned in and told Ethan one final story. In a distant land, there was a mysterious cave on the edge of a village. People feared it. They said anyone who entered never came back. But one day, a boy named Caleb, who had lost his way in life, decided to step inside. Darkness surrounded him. Whispers echoed. The air was heavy. His heart pounded, but he walked forward anyway. Far inside, he saw a soft golden light. He followed it. There, in the heart of the cave, sat an old man by a flame that never flickered. "What is this place?" Caleb asked. The old man answered, "This is your mind. The darkness is fear and sadness. Most people run, but those who face it find the light of wisdom." He handed Caleb a small lamp and said, "This flame is hope. As long as you carry it, no darkness can truly trap you." Caleb returned and shared the truth with his village. From that day on, people stopped fearing the cave. They saw it not as a place of loss, but as a symbol of transformation. Back in the present, Ethan, with tears in his eyes, asked, "How can I become the light?" The sage gave him 3 truths. Face your fears. They grow only when you run. Find your inner light. It's always there, small but strong. Don't let darkness define you. Tough days come and go, but you are more than your sadness. From that day forward, Ethan didn't run from sadness. He practiced gratitude. He kept helping people, and little by little, the sadness lost its grip on him. And you, dear listener, if you're ever feeling lost, if your heart is heavy, remember this: there will always be darkness, but you, yes, you can be the light. Even the smallest flame can brighten the deepest night. Keep shining, keep growing. Happiness will always find its way.